Just a small thing I noticed recently is that this is for pet owners especially. When you look at animals, and if you have a pet, a cat or a dog or a bird of any kind, if you look at an animal and you observe his or her actions, just behavior of an animal, at least for me, when I observe an animal, when I look at my cat, when I talk to my cats, when I see them playing with each other, when I just pet my pets, when I see the birds and I hear them singing and I listen to their songs, when I see like a stray dog outside and I look at the dog, I can't help but be mindful. I can't help but become like present automatically, like in a second. When I'm observing an animal, which is a part of the nature, which is a part of the alive side of the nature, of the moving side. Whenever I observe the moving side of nature, it can be anything. Again, animals, my pets, sounds of nature, the trees kind of moving, what's the word? The wind that moves the trees and so on, the insects just running around on the ground. Whenever I see all of these things, I can't help but be present. And it's just about this universal peace, this ultimate presence, and this calmness of your soul. Whenever I'm outside, whenever I'm in the nature, whenever I'm working out outside, or I'm working with my grandparents in the garden, I can't help but be present. I can't help but feel happy, feel fulfilled, feel good about myself, feel like I'm in the right place. And for me, it's like it's obvious why I feel this way, and I want you to feel the same. Like, the nature is our only natural habitat. We've been brought to this world, and the first thing we have saw were trees and the grass and animals, and some animals, and skies and the sun and the moon. In all these kind of vibes, when you're on a long walk, or when you're walking at night and you're just looking at the starry sky above you, and you just feel your kind of your that nothing matters, this philosophical vibes and atmosphere, whenever you're uniting with the nature, whether it's again sightseeing, long walk, or it's just observing your pets, or it's just taking care of your home, plants in your apartment, in your house, or outside in your garden. It's just the nature is the answer if you want to find peace in life. If you want to really get rid of the stress, then be closer to nature. If you have a possibility, then outside, move away from the cities, from these noisy cars that are outside right now, driving around, excuse me, producing that noise and pollution. And so you wake up with your nose stuffy and blood clots are like getting out of your nose every single morning, and you just can't help but be stressful, and you can't fall asleep because it's too hot in your room, and you open a window and there's these cars and motorcycles just driving and being noisy, so you can't fall asleep again because it's too noisy in your room. There are solutions to this, of course, and I'm kind of working on a full sleep guide where I will give you some solutions to these sleep problems, but we're talking like about the bigger picture. Cities are not meant to be our environment. Our environment is the nature, is the trees and the skies and the mountains. Maybe really consider leaving the city, at least for a while. Like make yourself a favor and go to a countryside, to your grandparents maybe, and just meditate outside, swim in lakes or in the seas, whatever the situation for you. Wake up in the morning, early in the morning, and go for a run, even if it's cold, but the sun, this kind of early morning temperatures when it's kind of cold but the sun is still out there, and when it's not cloudy, and you feel the heat of the sun, but it's still kind of refreshing outside. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. If you have been on a long walks, if you have been in the nature once in your life, you just know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, which is a shame for you, by the way, go and do it right now. If it's like, just go in the nature. Be closer to nature. Make it your kind of goal. Just be closer to nature every single day. Go and touch the grass, climb trees, look at the sunset, whatever it is for you. If you're able to move outside the city, do it. Of course. If I kind of have this opportunity right now, and I think I will consider moving outside the city soon. Not for like forever, because right now the situation is that I can't move outside the city forever. But for a week, maybe for a couple of weeks, I will leave the city, and I will just help my grandparents in the garden, just do some garden works, and build some stuff with my grandfather. Wake up early and run to the lake and swim there. Maybe just as I did last summer. I just woke up early and I just went for a long walk to the lake again and to the forest that is nearby my grandparents' place. And even though, like at the summer of 2022 last year, I kind of got in a rut, and I didn't really do good habits, and I was kind of still I was exercising, but the fact that I was near the nature, that I was able to unite with the nature, that I was able to look at the sky and see like crows flying above me, and so on and so forth. Just that fact, it just give me goosebumps at the same. It's just something. Maybe it's not that it's some weird stuff. It is the natural feeling. It's this again. I felt like I was in the right place, in the like a I just felt happy. That's the thing. I just felt good about myself and about life. Even just chilling outside, even just not being that productive, but being outside and knowing that you're like in the nature, that I just, I've been describing this whole feeling, this whole, like, for the 10 minutes already, but I just feel like you can't really describe this feeling. You just need to feel it. You just need to go out right now after watching this video and maybe do some push-ups outside. Maybe look at the sky, if it's like in the evening, or if you're watching this at night, depriving you from the very important thing in your life, which is sleep. But just maybe consider, if you're here, maybe consider going outside and looking at the starry sky, which is, as I think right now, it's almost impossible if you live in a city, because all of those city lights, they're just blocking the light from the stars. Look at the moon, maybe just spend more time in the nature. That's the actionable step. Just go out, maybe every morning go for a walk or for a run, maybe every evening before bed, just to wind down properly. Go for a walk, just sit there still near some bushes on a grass. Maybe you have a park near your place or whatever. Just find an opportunity to be closer to nature every single day. Maybe buy some plants. Just do anything. But if you do this, if you apply this advice to your life, you will feel like 10 times better than you feel right now. Even if you're not that productive, even if you still waste your time sometimes, maybe going out more, going out into the wild, into the nature more, and just sitting there and thinking about, seeing the broad horizons and thinking about fatherhood, thinking about your life deeply, maybe with your friend, talking deeply about the life with your friend. Maybe just these moments will just start reignite this burning desire into you to improve, even though it's I'm kind of off topic right now, but I mean, go out and listen to bird songs. That's all I want to say.